Whatever the preferences of shoppers might be, the marketer needs to identify those preferences, along with the lifestyles and habits of the customers who share them. This homogeneous group of buyers displaying like needs and wants, values, and buying behaviors is called the market segment. These market segments are studied and carefully considered. Then, one or more is selected to become the basis of company's target market. Incorporation of the likely groups of potential customers who share similar lifestyles and preferences on which a company intends to focus its marketing efforts. For example, if you're taking this class, you're probably members of Generation Z, that is my market segment, who were born between 1995 and 2010, who value uniqueness and who are highly ethical. Do you recognize this guy next to Cher? Do you know him? You don't know him? His name is Claudio Montana, world-renowned fashion designer in the 1980s. He entered the fashion world with hail and was a visionary and leader in cutting-edge concepts. But nobody remembers him. When it comes to fashion products, people tend to be fickle, forget quickly and everything, and for the most part, want novelty and something new all the time. Inevitably, something more desirable will come along and replace what was previously at the top of everyone's most wanted list, because many purchasers of fashion goods pay close attention to trends. A trend is a direction in which something is moving. It can be a trend in real estate, technology, textiles, and clothing design, so on. Some trends last for many years, while others slow and decline rather quickly. Many consumers want to be up to date regarding trends. This awareness signals that they are knowledgeable about what's considered to be the latest. Consumers tend to accept or reject various goods in large numbers. Buyers actually cast a vote in the marketplace regarding what they like, what consumers like and don't like. This voting of sorts is called the theory of collective selection, a process by which a mass of people formulate certain collective tastes reflected by the goods or services they choose. Their selections illustrate the beliefs and values of the group's social system. Only those goods most consistent with the social cultural environment win, and they can get most of the votes and purchases by consumers. The theory of collective selection in the fashion market can be a rise in the demand for luxury goods by shoppers about 2 decades ago. Scholars witnessed that there has been an increasing demand for luxury goods by shoppers at many income levels. While true luxury products and services are generally out of reach of all but the very wealthy, marketers recognize the collective desire for premium products, or at least those that appear to be premium, and they began offering upscale everything from bottled water to in-home spas. As you can see in this picture, the collaboration between Target and Victoria Beckham is a great example of meeting the needs of consumers to own a luxury brand name item in a reasonably priced product. Another big influence of consumers' buying habit is culture. Culture is composed of all the shared beliefs, values, and traditions learned and practiced by a group of people, rich or poor, educated or uneducated, whether they live close to one another or far apart. Americans share the ongoing pursuit of freedom, independence, and pioneering spirit. It is part of our culture, and one of the ways we express this value is through the products and services we consume and we developed. And to be sure, we are among the most savvy, complex risk takers in making purchasing decisions. And as you see in this picture on the right side, denim is a great example of American culture that shows all of the American spirits of freedom, independence, and pioneering spirit. Sometimes marketers will use forecasting to understand consumer buying habits. Forecasting is a creative process used by industry professionals using applicable theories and tools to understand the future based on what is going on right now and the past. Successful forecasters will compile using information from the past and present to calculate what's likely to happen in the future and are crucial to the success of every business. Because we live in a time when change happens with amazing speed, designers, product developers, analysts, and other marketing professionals must explore all possible futures in order to establish directions for their companies. Consumer researchers play a crucial role in this effort. They systematically gather the kind of data that helps forecasters make informed predictions on subjects such as population shift, cultural changes, attitude fluctuations, economic deviations, and the emergence of new products and businesses, all of which may be significant to executives and planners who are planning a company's future. So let's talk. How do you decide what to buy? Do you base your decisions on current trends, on an item's usefulness or practicality, on the brand name, or on the suggestion of friends?